Hi there, and welcome back to Jody Journals. On this channel, we follow all of my artful endeavors, including my bullet journal. Quick flip through of last month's Mushroom Madness. We are setting up for October today. I chose to go a bit more monochrome for October, lots of shades of gray, except for one pop of a lime poisony green in the form of a gel pen. The theme I'm going for this month is sort of like a witch's workshop. So I have lots of little critters, little potion bottles, and the such. I've been a little sparse in posting lately. I started a new job a couple weeks ago, but I plan on continuing to post here on this channel. So I'm really glad you're here. If you're new, please subscribe. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will get back to you. And I'm glad you're here. For all of the outlines, I am using a Jelly Roll pen in a dark gray shade. This is a 0.5 size, so it's rather thin. And then I go back in and I use my Tombow dual brush pens in the grayscale to shade everything in. I'm drawing a little magic wand, a bat, pumpkin, some tea, some books. A little spider will hang out over here in the corner. The books will be the title page for this monthly spread, so the books will be called October 2022. Down at the bottom, I draw some potion bottles with different ingredients, as well as some scrolls, one featuring moons. So I imagine this is what a witch's desk might look like, or a witch's workshop might look like. It was super fun to doodle all of these. They're very scribbly, very line drawing-esque. Nothing too perfect, nothing too realistic. It's just for fun. One of my favorite creative steps with this spread was figuring out what would be stored in all of these little ingredient jars and bottles that I'm drawing. So I have frog eyes in one, cat whiskers in one, bug's blood in one, and like bat juice or something along those lines. It was so fun making up different ingredients and imagining what in the world a witch would even use them for. I'm on to using my dual brushes to color in these different elements of my little witch's desk. I'm starting off with my little bat. He's got some dark gray wings and he'll have a lighter gray body. I don't color in his eyes because those will be that pop of lime green later. But I color different things all around using all different shades of gray to give it sort of this monochrome, creepy, dusty look. And then when I go in with the lime green jelly pen, it really does pop and it adds a bit of that creepy, poisony look. A lot of people like to use orange, lots of oranges and reds for October. And I've done that before where I've done pumpkin themes and fall themes, but I really wanted to go hard on the Halloween theme this year. I've been slowly building my collection of Halloween decorations. My last video that I posted was of me making little clay jack-o'-lanterns that I'm going to put on my mantle with tea lights behind them. And then I think I have a little skeleton up in the closet and a lighted spider web that I'm going to put in the window. But I've never collected Halloween decorations before, and every year I'm going to try and add a couple of things. So to lean into the Halloween feeling, I decided to make my October spread very Halloweenish. We're on to adding the pop of green, so I'm only coloring certain things green, and I'm also highlighting the day of Halloween, that Monday, and I wrote All Hallows Eve, just a little more formal name for Halloween. I colored in all these little eyeballs sort of peeping out at you. The spider is green, one of the potions is green, the bubbles coming out of the wand are green, and of course my bat's eyes. I'm curious, are you guys big on decorating for Halloween, or is there another holiday that you love to decorate for? You can let me know in the comments down below. We are on to the next spread here, and it's going to be a cauldron, and next to the cauldron will be a big wooden mixing spoon and some potions, ingredients, and a couple of books. This is going to be the first 2 weekly spreads, and I'll have a mini calendar in the bottom corner, as well as the illustration going up through the center. Now I'm adding in the steam coming up from the cauldron, and in that steam will be more of those little green eyes peeping out at you. And I liked the idea of the steam of a witch's cauldron conjuring little critters from some other dimension, and it's coming through in the magic of the cauldron. I don't know what I think my witch is brewing in this cauldron, and I hope it's for good and not for evil. Now we're on to the little details. A little bottle of bat's blood there, a couple of potions books, one on herbs. I assume a witch would need some recipes to conjure some truly terrifying things. A couple more ingredients there in those bottles. And then we're on to the green. And I'm coloring in the eyes that are peeking out through the steam. And then the concoction in the cauldron will also be bright green. We are now on to the last spread for the last 2 weeks in October. We also have a change of venue. I'm now on the dining table instead of my desk, so if you spot a difference in the background, I filmed this over a couple different days just to fit it around my new work schedule. I'm still trying to get used to it and get a new balance going, but so far it's been really great. I am imagining this table sits somewhere in the witch's room, and it's her little clawfoot table where she keeps her hat. She's got a little tarot deck, another cup of tea, because I am a huge tea drinker, and I assume if I were a witch that would still be true. She has a pumpkin there and a necklace that is a pentagram that I assume she uses in some sort of ritual. Of course, the tablecloth isn't perfectly centered because life is a little bit chaotic, and witches don't have to be perfect either. Now that I have the days of the weekend, we can get on to coloring this little scene. Again, I'm doing grayscale with pops of green. And I think out of the 3 spreads that I illustrated this time around, this one's my favorite. I just love the little witch's hat, and I love the tea with the green steam coming up, and I just love that little bat guy. If I were a witch and could have a familiar, I would have a bat. I just think they're so cute. Sometimes when I'm on my deck in the dusk hours in the late summer, I can spot a bat or two circling the woods above the creek, and it always thrills and delights me. So I have a soft spot for the bats. I'm finishing up drawing my mini calendars here, and then there will be a final look at this spread. Thank you so much for joining me in my October bullet journal, and I hope you guys enjoy the month of October and that you get into the spooky mood a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed watching this process. Again, if you have any questions for me, always leave them down below. I'm glad you're here, and I hope to see you again here soon. Bye!